Welcome to Backwater Casting. I'm your host, Rick Greene. On today's episode, we're fishing in beautiful Woodstock, New Brunswick with CFL player Jake Thomas. Jake is a defensive tackle for the 2019 Grey Cup champion Winnipeg Blue Bombers. This time of year, Jake's normally in Winnipeg getting ready for the upcoming season, but the coronavirus has kind of put a stop to that for now, and Jake will tell us a little bit more about that while we catch a load of smallmouth here in Woodstock. I can change that handle in 1 second.
Then when I would have had a good excuse though.
I am going to swap the handle over to the other side.
I throw a football right, I guess I reel right-handed. Hockey and golf I'd go the other way though, I shoot left, but yeah, no, I definitely fish right, and I'm glad he flipped the rod for me because I don't know if I would have been able to know how to do that.
There he is, little guy. Look at the mess he made of that drop shot. He's got that twisted 6 ways from Sunday. Well, not a fantastic start to the day, but I mean, we just got here. It'll almost for sure be a bass. He's a baby bass like my first one.
We'll take it.
Yeah, so that's exactly the way I started off this morning, Jake, with the little one. You can swing him back here if you want. It's up to you. Now he's actually bigger than my first one, so if your second one is proportionately bigger like mine was, then you're going to get a...
There we go, we're on the board. It's small, but it's been a while since I've caught a fish, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, they fight like crazy, even for the size of them. It doesn't matter how big they are. They all think they're 5 pounds.
Yeah, we're going for a lot bigger though today. Yes,
we are. Small. Oh, he's 1.5 pounds maybe. 4 times bigger than the last one. Which still not saying a lot, but we're going up. That's the right direction. Instead of getting smaller, we're going up. Oh, he's a nice fish actually. That'd be a good tournament fish to start a day off right there. Yes, sir. Nothing wrong with that at all. He is full of it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. 3 minutes into it in the town of Woodstock. Away we go.
Whoa.
That sounded better.
See if I can bring this in left-handed.
Okay, so the only caution I'll give you is I want at least 4 feet of line off that tip if you try and flip them.
Yeah. Because
it'll snap the rod tip.
So bring them in like this, probably.
Yeah. Here, just swing them. Oh yeah, right, just caught nice too. So I'm going to let you hold this. We're going to get a picture because he's big. So they have no teeth. So
okay.
You get a good grip on the bottom lip. And we'll get a picture. Yeah, you can feel that's just like sandpaper there. Now, if we get a muskie, that would be a no-no because you'd have no finger.
It's great start to the day. I might have to start fishing left-handed, I guess.
Yeah, good one.
Then we're just releasing them?
Yeah, just set her back in. They are tough, I'll give them that, boys. He's smaller than the other one I had, but he's still a nice one.
Yeah, it'd be the second biggest today so far?
Second biggest today. They're very close in size though. It's amazing. Like I was saying last week, I was using a bigger hook and I was losing fish. And I downsized my hook instead of upsizing the hook, and I'm catching them all just perfect in the corner of the mouth. If
you were fishing all day, would you rather pull in, say, 20 or 30 2-pounds, or get one or two over 4? I'll answer it this way. One of the guys asked me in a tournament if I knew where I could go get a limit of 2-pound fish first thing in the morning, or go get 1 4-pound fish, where would I go? Yeah. I would go for the 4-pound fish in a tournament. Definitely the most fun I've had fishing. This is just the warm-up. Thinking of that's got some weight. He's got that rod bent. No, boys, he's gone. I would have bet you that fish was 3 times that size from the bend in that rod. Oh, I think it was just your view from over there. It was a big one. That's how it got off. Even these small guys pull hard. It might be a little bit bigger. No, he's about the same size as the last one. Come on up. Here we go. Oh, no. A bit bigger. Baby bass. What I'm looking at here, Jake, you've got the bank and then you've got that big hunk of ledge rock,
and that's coming right out here and under the boat. It comes up really shallow here and then drops back down into the normal depth once you get on either side of that ledge.
Okay.
So it's a good current break for the fish. I got to ask the obvious question, Jake. What's it like playing in the CFL, and especially with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers Grey Cup team?
Anytime you get a chance to play professional sports for a living, it's obviously I've been very, I guess to say blessed, but you know, being in Winnipeg the last basically all of my 20s, I like to say. I turned 30 in December. I've been very fortunate, and I love the city, and you know, it was just a great way to kind of be able to grow up and kind of, I would say I almost became an adult out in Winnipeg.
I couldn't even get a feel for him. He was charging the boat, and I just couldn't tell whether I had a 10-incher on or something bigger, and he turned into something bigger. I think Jake still got me, though.
I don't know. I think
Boys, I don't know. I might give Jake a run here.
I think I'd rather be doing your quantity right now. Oh yeah, that's a good size.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I will take the net. I don't want to break him. Yeah, he's good.
I feel like it's one of the thicker ones we've had.
Yeah, yours is still bigger. There, got it. Just like that, I got it out anyway.
Got one.
That almost counts as a double.
I think I should be able to get it. It's just not. Yeah, I'll take a player pliers.
Makes it easier to get a hold of that little hook.
Playing in Winnipeg, it's been awesome. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers hadn't won a Grey Cup in 29 years. So to be able to be a part of that team that broke the curse kind of for the whole province of Manitoba and the city of Winnipeg, it was awesome. The parade and just kind of all the love the city gave us over, you know, I'm still getting fan mail and stuff. Just people are so excited that we finally won. It would have been it was such a great feeling. It would have been a great year to go back and kind of get to see the banner raised, but we'll have to wait for next year for that.
2 pounds. These guys are both came from the inside too. Yeah, he says, I don't want to come up there. He still want to get that wind on my back. He's dogging her. There he is. Oh, he's bigger than 2. I'll net this guy too. So these are tournament class fish right here.
Are they?
Oh yeah, these are tournament grade fish. You'd be looking for bigger, but you wouldn't be upset to start your day off with this.
Yeah.
Look at that, right? Oh, look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just the barb was all that was holding that together. Yep. About 2.5.
Hoping it's something big.
Yeah, I'll get the net. It costs nothing to pick it up. No, come back here.
There we go.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, beautiful hook set right in the mouth. That's a nice thing about these small hooks. So I mean, they look puny, but yeah, man, I mean, did they ever stick those fish?
Oh yeah.
That's a nice fish right there too. That's a
Jeez.
That's a really high 2. Yeah, that's a nice solid fish.
Yeah, no, it was a good battle. I would say it's probably the second biggest we've got today, and
who got the biggest?
I think I'm sitting first and
look
second.
At that.
You know, Rick's getting all the fish. I would say he's probably caught for sure triple me, but I'd say I'm sitting first and second for the size right now, unless this one's.
I'm telling you, I'm just on fire. Yeah. This guy wasn't worth the cost of the bait he threw away, but that's a great sign. I mean, we laugh at catching these little guys, but what an awesome sign for the future. I mean, you've obviously, there's good spawn going on. Well, Jake, you've been off for a bit, but are you still working out on a regular basis?
Yeah, so my training slightly changed once they announced that the season was canceled. Because at that point, I was working out 4 to 5 times a week and running 3 times a week. But, so I'm still working out the 4 to 5 times, but just, I've cut off the running and kind of changed my training up a bit. We're going a lot more like more reps, more sets instead of like absolute power and working on sprints and stuff.
And why cut back on the running?
Yeah, so just kind of with my training, I sat down with the trainer and it just, right now it made more sense to kind of not put the energy into the running and stuff because we still have a lot of months till the season. and we want to peak kind of closer to the season. But now we're trying to build a lot more lean muscle mass, so kind of focusing our energy in that avenue.
Tail walk for 20 feet. A lot of activity for a 1.5 pound fish.
Sturdy tail.
He's probably 2 pounds. Yeah, that was a big old tail walk. He must have went 20 feet. He's a couple of pounds, I guess.
Just letting him tire himself out right now?
Just, well, yeah, just let him have his way down there. So do your casting that way, in there as tight as you can.
Okay.
So what happens, you've got a creek coming out there, so you got some deep water and a ledge right here. He's in the 2s, high 2s. I don't know if they're dark today or it's just a dark day and we're seeing them as being dark. Yeah, as you know, I'm friends with Mike Eagles and we talk a lot about his hockey stuff, and he had to leave home really early to play hockey to do the major juniors and stuff. Is that similar in football, or do you go at a later point?
Yeah, Rick, so it's a little bit different in hockey. So hockey, they kind of leave usually around 16. For football, you're lucky enough to at least finish high school. So after high school, I went to Acadia for 4 years, and after your 4th year at university is your draft year to go pro. So I was able to finish my degree. Then basically the next week, I was off to Winnipeg after the draft. So it's a little bit more time of growing up at home than hockey. You know, I wasn't forced to leave Fredericton until you know, basically I was 17 turning 18 and not 16.
That's a decent fish. Still haven't caught up to Jake's, but it's a decent fish. If I catch enough of them, I can glue 2 together.
I think I would much rather have your day.
None the worse for the wear. Baby bass.
I'm gonna say not even a pound. But it's nice. I went through a little cold spell there. Back on the board. Dropped itself.
Welcome back to Backwater Casting. In this part of the show, Jake and I are continuing to just catch a boatload of smallmouth bass, and we're having a great day on the Upper St. John River. While we're fishing, we're going to talk to Jake a little bit about his new career. It might be 2 pounds. He hit that right up on shore, again about 1.5 feet off the bank, and he ran straight out. I was just struggling trying to catch up so I could set the hook on him. Yeah, he's not quite 2 pounds, I don't think. It's nice when you drop it on their heads. There's a big jump. Boys, he went about 4 feet there. That was a good jump. Okay, and up. He'd be on the edge of 2 pounds. He could be 2, but he looks like a 114. So how were your years at Acadia, and you know, what were you working on for a degree down there?
Yeah, so when I was at Acadia, I took a business degree, and kind of my focus was more HR and law. Kind of my plan for if football didn't work out at that point was, if I would have got cut after my 4th year, if I would have got cut by Winnipeg, I was planning on going back to Acadia and studying for my LSAT and trying to go to probably Dow Law, but luckily I didn't get cut.
We're in 13 feet of water with intermittent chunks of ledge rock coming out here. So as I look in there, 10 feet offshore, there's a big boulder sitting there. So I'm going to cast in about that far, because you know it's shallow. And I'm just going to let that sit for a second. I'm going to tighten that line right up as soon as it hits. I don't have to move it. He was out in 12 feet of water. He felt all right. He's not really being a tough guy down there, but he felt all right. He still feels like he's got weight. Just let him wear himself out a bit so I don't grab him green. There he goes. Yeah, that's another decent one. I still haven't caught up to Jake's, but I'll still take him. That guy to be pushing 3 pounds. He was, you know, he was in that, you know, 214 to 3.1 or 2 range. Nice fish.
Yeah, no, the last guy just took mine, so I'm trying this out for the first time today. I think it's called a red shad.
So now that you've got into a start on your career in real estate, what is the market like coming into the market as a new agent? Like, how are you making out with that?
Yeah, so I actually, for my real estate, I started actually with the Drysdale team at Keller Williams, and it was a very unique time to get started. You know, I wasn't sure what COVID would do to the market, but it seems like it definitely, a lot more people want to be in New Brunswick now, just especially how well we're doing and the Atlantic bubble. So it's been pretty crazy. There's been a, you know, I've sold 2 houses so far, and they were both multi-offers. And I was talking to someone the other day, and they said it took them 6 years in their real estate career before they ever had a multi-offer. So my first 2 weeks, I had 2 multi-offers, and so, you know, it's a very, very interesting market and time to start a new career, but it's been great so far, and hopefully this hot market continues.
Yeah, he's actually good. I might catch up to Jake. I gotta look.
Geez, I think it's 30 to 5.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I do it all the time.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 keepers at least. So Rick, is it normal when you're using the tube bait you don't really overly feel the bite?
Quite often with the tube, all you're gonna feel is a really little tick on the line, and that's the tube hitting the back of his mouth, because they just inhale the bait. They're not like us that they come over and they chomp on it. They just suction it into their mouths. So if you feel a little tick on the line, that's worth a swing.
Yeah, I want to say it was probably a 2-pound bass. My first one I want to say I've caught today with this bait, so it works.
That's a good one. Oh, this is a nice fish too. This is a good one.
New clubhouse leader?
It might be. If it is, it took me most of the day to do it. It's got some weight. And that was just exactly what I said. It sank, I tightened the line, and it ticked. Just.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice looking fish.
Yeah, I still think. Not sure. Definitely a good one. Oh, look at that, right in the corner of the mouth.
You want me to take a picture?
Yeah, I haven't had one yet today. Yours was still bigger. This doesn't feel like it had the weight that yours did. He's handy 3. Same size. Same thing too, he's on it. As soon as I tighten the line up.
Yeah.
Well, he's darn near a twin to the other one, isn't he? A little smaller. Oh, yeah, he ate it too. There we go. He's not as big as the other one. He looked like it, but he's not. He fought like it, but he's not. Said both those fish came right in there.
So Rick, is fishing kind of like real estate? It's all about location?
Well, it's funny you say that, Jake, because it is the truth. It is location, location, location. 90% of the fish are in 10% or less of the water. So you find the right spots and you find the fish. So it's just like real estate. Size?
I know. Maybe a 2?
Yeah, now. Yeah, he's lassoed himself. Caught under the fin. Caught under the fin. He's about. So careful lifting with that little bit of line there. Yeah, he's 1.5 pounds.
Oh, I'm pretty excited that I called that shot though.
You did. You called it right on the money.
Yeah. I don't know how to take these out.
Okay, I'll get them.
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking these ones are a lot tougher.
I'm doing, I'll just pull the eye of the hook under his gill and I'll pull it over, and they usually just will pop out. It's out. There, I'm going to put him right back.
Small.
He's not that small. Small, he says. Now he's getting picky.
Oh, smaller.
2.5 pound fish. Oh. He's 2 anyway. He's over 2. Nice hook set right in the corner. Well, he's about 2. He's been caught before too. See the mark?
Yeah.
That's why the fishing's harder here. I never saw him come down.
Yeah, no, geez.
Can't say that.
Last time I went, I overshot. I didn't want to overshoot again.
Yeah.
This was my first day catching a bass. I'm gonna say I at least got 8. So
Oh, you got more than that.
yeah, maybe 10. We'll say double digits. It's definitely been a blast. I'll definitely do it again. I'm really appreciative of Rick taking me out today on his boat and teaching me some techniques.
Oh,
Jeez,
That is the lunker of the day right there. That is a tank right there.
I was just fishing from the wrong spot the whole day. That's all that was.
That's a tank right there. You get a picture of that one for sure.
Yeah, I'll
nice
definitely take this one. Great day on the water. Great day in Woodstock, New Brunswick.
That's a tank right there.
Stay and play at home. Rick's been beating me all day in quantity, so it was nice. I feel like I got the top 2 quality today, but yeah, no, it's just casted. We just moved spots, and it was a good battle.
that was pretty awesome, Jake. I didn't even know for a second you had a fish on, and I turned around and that guy was close to the boat. That was a tank. I mean, that's a nice fish.
I probably reeled it in a little too much, but I'm glad Rick was there quick with the net.
That fish would have went at least 3.5, if not more. That was a big fish. So that's twice today. You've had the lunker this morning when we started, and I never caught up to you, and you just made it harder. So I still haven't got a good shot at you. Sneaking another one in over the back of the boat. Maybe I should let you guys run the trolling motor and I'll fish the back of the boat.
That was quick. We were having a conversation. That might have been the easiest reel I had of the day.
I gotta put him right back. Jake, you've been playing a long time in the CFL. Is it a consistent way of doing business, or do you see a lot of changes over the years?
Yeah, since I started playing in the CFL, there's definitely been a lot of kind of changes with the whole, like, kind of how a roster's set up. Last year was the first year that we had it, that you had to have a global player. It's kind of part of Randy Ambrosie's CFL 2.0. So we actually had a guy on the team last year from Germany and 2 guys on the Prax rosters from Mexico. So it's definitely cool to kind of get to meet some new teammates with different cultural experiences. And, you know, then at the end of the day, you just realize everyone's just there for the same reason, to play football. And even though a guy might be from Germany, he has the exact same kind of hobbies as a guy from Douglas, New Brunswick.
Well, Jake, that was a ball.
Yeah, it was great.
It's tough to get my butt booted. You get the big lunker first thing in the morning, and I chased you all day, and then you got an even bigger one at 3:30. So you got double lunker for the day. Both beautiful fish, and a lot of fun fishing with you. It was nice learning a little bit about football and how you got there, and interesting day all the way around.
Yeah, no, the pleasure was mine. It was a great day. I'm glad I came out. It was awesome. You know, I might have got the 2 biggest quality, but I'd say you had the most quantity all day. I think he probably caught 10 to 1 at least today on me, but it was
my job to get those little ones out of the way.
Yeah, no, well then you did a good job.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a slice. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad
thanks.
you come out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.